Hello guys. Well, I could exactly be unaware or in Australia coming point this video uploads. But as of now it's just over 2 weeks before I go. Haven't really got much work to do in prep. I've just basically got to sort out the odd little thing and pack a case and go. It's quite easy, to be fair, but how do I feel? I feel quite excited now, to be fair. Yeah, I can get a little sad about things a little bit, like how much I'm leaving things in the UK behind. I get a little sad about. Yeah, I'm going to clarify, most of the vlogs you'll watch are like a few weeks behind from when it was actually happening. It's like I kind of rather have the vlogs in a more tighter schedule to when it's more near to happen, rather than like me just upload content on it for weeks on end, making it feel ages the time it would take to upload. So before long you'll be seeing the vlogs in Australia. Like everybody said to me, if it doesn't work out, it's not my home life has been took off me. I can always come back. But somehow I've been in a bit of a weird mood today. It might have been, well, it's been a nice day to be fair, weather-wise. I've just been in a weird mood today. And which, talking of my mood, where I am in Australia, I'm often going to see on my vlogs what sort of mood I'm in. Like, well, actually, I'll tell you when I'll probably just make it out if I'm in a good mood. And like I've done on previous holiday vlogs, I've said when I've been in not a very good mood. I mean, like, thing is, experiences, anything's an experience. So basically, not everything can always be a good experience. But saying that, on a positive note, I'm going to admit this. If it ends up going wrong, it ends up going wrong. I've got 8 jobs lined up which I can go and see about when I arrive over. So that's a hopeful start. Yeah, I'm spending my first 10 nights in a hostel. I've stayed in a hostel before. It's good for banter, but I was a bit anxious about that today. I mean, I've decided to just book my first 10 nights there and see how I go from there. If I can survive all right of a hostel, I'll stay in it longer. It's just the only problem is when I've lost a load of sleep, feels like, so it looks like that was me last night of the mood. I mean, like now, I can get quite grumpy, even just for myself. I mean, actually, that's it. I'm probably better having nobody about when I've had no sleep, because other than that, I just get grumpy with myself. I'm quite put off by ever getting a girlfriend or getting married, because I feel like stuff like that can just make me more miserable. And I feel like half the ones who are married in the UK probably don't really want to be married, because I feel like all married couples do is argue, and I couldn't have that sort of life. If ever I did end up getting married out of a shock, my future wife, sorry about this video. Ah well, people probably only say feel like a talk when I'm in a bit of a weird mood, but this is it. I'm not always in a weird mood. It's like, well, thing is, sometimes when you're not in a good mood, you have more to say. A bit like old Arsenal fan TV. Well, it's still about, but it's not as funny now they're doing good. But yeah, basically, that sort of way I mean is when stuff's going alright, you've got nothing to say. But and then when you're in a weird mood, you can have a nice moan. Yeah, it's that kind of thing, to be fair. Somehow I was just a bit grumpy last night for some reason. You know, I'm aware about this for in Australia as well. Just to take things easy, particularly when I first arrived, because and don't necessarily force myself to do anything. But at the end of the day, I'm not there for a holiday. So if I feel like I need a rest, just go and have one. I don't really constantly have to be on the go. I remember, actually, I'd done the vlog from it in London last summer after I'd been to London Fields Lido, and then I went to the Batch at Broadway Market. Then afterwards, I debated going to Westfield, but I decided to go back to where I was, the hostel I was staying in, and having a rest, and that done me a world of good, to be fair. It's like, that's it, sometimes it's just a case you might need a little rest when you're in a weird mood. I mean, I like this path is my regular walking vlogging spot. I wonder what my new one will be in Australia. Well, I'm on my way to my local bookies now. Now, I'll tell you something, I'm gonna miss going in this place and having a chat with the staff and the punters. Will I have bets in Australia? No, probably not, because I'm not really a person who has bets. I just have them for the banter. People would be like, oh, stop gambling now you've gone to a different country. I don't call myself a gambler, although, well, if I place a bet, I technically am. But as to say, it's like for a social thing, and of course, it's unlikely, but I don't know, in Australia, would I find a local bookies that I can go in and have a bet and have banter. I mean, it's this when it comes to me and banter. Sometimes when I first get seen about, I'm not as chatty. It's like, it kind of takes me a while of coming into like eye contact with people before I make friends. It's like, basically on this walk, I'd see people who like I'll always stop and talk to now. For many months I might have just walked past them, maybe said good morning, hello, or first maybe just smiled, or like seen them for a bit, walking about for a bit first. Well, it's another thing the world is short of, because I think it could easily be about a few million more, and that is YouTubers, because well, how many good ones I reckon there could be, or how many people I know who I reckon could be a good YouTuber, I don't think is enough. Yeah, some people probably only post for more exciting stuff, or like for going on holiday and all that, and like they wouldn't necessarily post for more real stuff like I feel like I do. Well, I've just cancelled my phone contract, which I feel quite sad about, because I've had that same number for about 15 years. But I've still got it up until into March. But before that, I was sat in my cafe, my regular cafe, watching one of my old London videos. The one from last summer where I go down and stay in Palmer's Lodge, the 9-bedroom hostel, a 9-bed hostel zone one. And remember a bit where I say there's always London as a plan B? Basically, I've thought myself some positives recently as well. If Australia doesn't work out, there's other ideas I could get up to. People are like, oh sorry, I'm wiggling my phone about there. People are like, oh, London's so expensive. Personally, I don't agree it's as expensive as people go on about. Any major city, yeah, is going to be expensive. I mean, I have had other ideas in my mind as well for future, being like, this could be a long time coming, but I think not long before Christmas, or maybe just after Christmas, I looked at this area of South Manchester. I wouldn't mind buying a house one day. I mean, people could probably look at me now. It's like, go away. There's no chance he'd be able to buy a house in Manchester. Well, the way I look at it, I'm now going to Australia, and about 16 years ago, I was volunteering in the British Heart Foundation. Yeah, cancelling my phone contract was easier than I thought it would have been. It was a bit what was, well, I wouldn't say stressing me, but I was a bit stuck on how to actually do it, like, because it's also like I wanted when I first arrived as well. And I'm obviously going to have to change to a AU number. Oh well, although this is something different to talk about. Basically, the last half hour I've sat here daydreaming myself, or like upset about something what happened today. I mean, basically what it is, it's something which I'll get over, and like it's nothing like major, just something I'm a bit down about. I don't want to say what it is for like knock me home, but other reasons on here. I might tell the story once it's worn off, I don't know yet. But I'll probably get over it after a day or so. Well, basically, well, it's next morning now after I was talking about last night. I'd say I'm a bit better, but not the best, really. Yeah, I'll never be. Well, some of it's kind of my own fault because I thought better I would have used this situation, or I'd refused to talk about it, of what's gone on. So I'll never be talking about that again. Well, if my day can get any worse, I don't know what else can happen, because now this evening I noticed another issue. I realised the price of the hostels were advertised. I thought it was the EU dollars sign. Turned out it's the euros sign, so it's more than what I thought it was. Regardless of my first 10 nights, it's not exactly what I'm bothered about. It was more the long term. Turned out more than I thought it is, so I'm certainly not staying in a hostel long term, although I didn't intend to anyway. And I only make up a decision quickly of, well, sort out an Airbnb from the 1st of March, which, to be honest, has sent me through the worst mood so far, and not what I wanted soon after thought I'd got better after summit. Yeah, this is what mood I was in. I was nearly in the mood where I was thinking of changing my move to London instead. Well, my blip, or whatever you want to call it, dilemma, call it what you want, is now pretty much over. I'm just recovering from it. It's like I've just had a word with somebody, and basically this is what I probably do, which is probably wrong, but then when I really want it, I do proper go for it, and not like hang about. It's like basically if I get in a panic, I just get out of control for so long. And if I didn't say what I got in my panic about, it wasn't really for the start, it was more for long term. But I cannot believe this blip nearly sent the whole thing to an end. I would have still moved to London though. Just all I would have done was booked an Airbnb in London, booked a train, and took quite a bit of my stuff down. But no, I think I'm back to plan A again. I just need to. Sometimes I just need to keep myself calm. Well, I now know what I can call this vlog, so please drop a like, subscribe, and goodbye.